Today's show is brought to you by motherfucking Square Cash. Square Cash is the absolute best way to pay people for things, period. You motherfuckers understand me? Sending money is totally free and fast, and most payments can be deposited directly into your bank account in seconds. Download the free Square Cash app for iPhone or Android now. All right? I don't want to fucking talk to you until you do it. What's up, babies? It's Chris D'Elia. You guys chilling or what? You doing the most chill, or you doing the half chill, or are you busy today? Maybe you're chilling a little bit less, but you could chill. You can still chill while you're doing a little bit of things. This is the 12th episode, man. Look at the fucking way we're doing it. That means we've been doing it for 3 months, dude. Every week for 3 months. That's long. Imagine 3 months from now. You don't even know where you're going to be for 3 months from now. You guys might have moved. You have no idea. You might have picked up and moved. You might have broken up with your wife or your husband. You might have a baby on the way in 3 months. It's a long time is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. And let's see. What is happening in my life? I'm here in L.A. It's my last day in L.A. for a while. I'm going to go to Toronto tomorrow to shoot a movie. Everything got put on a reschedule for me because I have to go do this for my career. And I'm very sorry to Australia. I'm very sorry to... I'm not sure. I think I'm going to have to reschedule Arizona and possibly West Palm Beach, and I'm very sorry. But I will reschedule it. But... So yeah, I've been performing in Los Angeles, and I love Toronto, so I'm super excited to be there. It's probably my favorite city outside of Los Angeles or New York. More details on what I'm shooting later. I won't get into it now, but I'm just happy to get fucking so far away from Los Angeles because of the second week of Coachella. I know it's not in Los Angeles. I know it's in Indio or whatever. Coachella is the worst thing, I think. I talked about it a little bit briefly on the last podcast, but now it's happening. So now it's like completely in the red zone, and people are just over. And I want to respond to some people about people get upset at. People think Coachella is stupid. Some people do. A lot of people like it and go, but people are fucking, why do we go? Like, why do they go and make it a fucking scene and got to get dressed up? But the people who get the most mad are the people who are mad at people for making fun of it. And that means that you give a fuck what people say, which is fine. We all give a fuck what people say. But you can't say, let us just have our fun. Because this is our fun. You understand? You get to do your shitty, dumb fuck shit, and I get to do the shit where I make fun of it. You don't get to fucking go to Coachella and have me not talk about it. Bye. You don't get to do that. Put on your boots. Put on your frilly fucking thing. Put rhinestones above your eyebrows. Color your hair blue. Put on a stupid as shit scarecrow hat. Dress like goddamn Pocahontas and go have a good time. And I get to call you fucking stupid. That's it. That's how it goes. You don't get to say, why does everybody just let us have fun? Have fun. Go have fun, you fucking big idiot. Let me be my type of idiot. I don't give a shit. Go out, go take Molly and drink all the shit and fucking dance around a fucking speaker to Kendrick Lamar or whoever. Or some band. Radiohead. Do it. But you get to, and here's the other thing too. You going to post about it? So, Why do people get so mad? Somebody on Facebook was saying, why do you get so mad at not to me, just why do people get so mad when they post their pictures, Coachella pictures? Because if you're really having that much fun, you're not fucking taking pictures and posting them. What's the most fun stuff? Sex? A lot of people would say sex is the best thing. Who's the fuck is taking pictures during sex and posting it? You don't do that because you're not thinking of taking pictures because you're thinking about busting nuts. That's why. If you're busting a nut, hey, if you're taking pictures at Coachella and you're having so much fun, the next time you bust a nut, snap that. When you're busting a nut, here's what you're thinking. Can't wait to post it up on Instagram. Dude, don't fucking, you know what I mean? And people get so mad at they're having fun and then the other people are looking at them having fun, making fun of them. That's my fun. That's also my job, by the way. That's why I do what I do. I don't like, but I figured that Coachella is, I think Coachella, I don't like the herd mentality. I think Coachella is the number one thing in my life that is on my, in my outside, in my group of friends deal with this the most. Coachella, that's the thing in my life that bugs me the most is Coachella. Now, I know I'm a fucking, I'm talking about funny bug. I'm not talking about, like, obviously there's some real issues in the world. But if you're, that it's the thing in my life that irks me the most. Because it's got all the things I don't like. It's 107 degrees. People are dressed like Pocahontas. White people. And then you're out there listening to a fucking band that you don't really give a shit about and pretending like you are. And you're doing it with 1 million people. That's the thing that bugs me. That's that shit I don't like. Because just... I don't know, man. If you really are liking it, having a good time, then you're just having a good time. Put your fucking phone down. You know when I take my phone out? When I'm bored as shit. That's what I do. And you know what? It's a lot. It's a lot of the time. I'm bored as shit a lot. You know why? Because I'm talking to people that, they're just saying shit, and I'm like, all right, come with some real shit. But if you're at Coachella, you got your phone out, you're not experiencing it. I know I'm not saying anything. I know I'm not saying anything new. I know I'm not saying anything you haven't heard before. But so Kendrick Lamar's album came out in the past week. I haven't listened to it, but I imagine someone saying they don't like Kendrick Lamar. Imagine that. Imagine that fucking happening. Imagine someone being like, yeah, it's just not good. I haven't heard it, but I cannot believe the wrath that person. If I tweeted fucking, and I don't think this, but if I tweeted fucking Kendrick Lamar sucks, could you imagine? Could you imagine if somebody else? I think if Donald Trump tweeted fuck Kendrick Lamar, it would be over. I know, and he's done a lot of shit that people don't like. If he tweeted that, he'd be impeached. That would be the thing. Didn't really like the album, damn, he could write. He'd be gone tomorrow. We'd have fucking Pence in there like, what do I do? But I got off track a little bit. What I think about here's the thing. I don't like to do a lot of things, and people say, my friends, like I don't like for instance Coachella, okay, or listening to a new album isn't an experience I really give a fuck about. Going back to Kendrick Lamar, and people say, let's go do this thing to me, my friends. And I say, no, I don't want to. And then they say, you're boring. And I completely fucking disagree with this, okay? I completely disagree with this. I think the least boring people do nothing. And I know that nobody fucking would agree with that. But here's the thing. If you're a boring person, you need stimulation. If you're a boring person, you have to go to Coachella. It's not an option to not go because you can't sit with your fucking mind because you're boring. And you think about stuff like fruit and you're a fucking boring person and you look at the ground and you don't even think. You're just like looking at the dirt and you're like, look at grass and the dirt. Because you're boring because you didn't fucking grow up right. That's why. So you need things like Coachella to keep stimulated. You need to look at loud fucking things and hear it all and fucking put on stupid as shit star sunglasses and put rhinestones above your eyebrows because those are things to do that keep you entertained, you dolt. D-O-L-T. Okay? So if you're not boring, you can sit and have a blast because you're in your fucking head thinking about the shit that entertains you. You don't need stimulation because you're not Barracuda. You ever see a Barracuda on a boat, see a fucking bracelet? It goes nuts. Swatchar if you at Coachella. Swatchar. You Barracuda. Hey, you at Coachella? Swatchar. You Barracuda. Human. Yakuda. You need stimulation? Yakuda. Human. Okay? I mean, dude, you don't need the... You want to play Frisbee golf? Yakuda. You want to go watch the Celtics? Yakuda. You going to play Scattergories? Yakuda. Dolt. D-U-L-T. Okay? I'm not dolt. I'm dolt. I'm not dolt. I'm dolt. Okay? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the opposite of boring, is not doing things. You think Stephen Hawking, and I'm not, but you think Stephen Hawking bored as shit? No, dude. That guy's figuring shit out. I'm surprised that guy doesn't come in his fucking pants every day. Just like, I found out something else. I found something else out. That's him coming. Dolt. Yakuda. You need stimulation. Yakuda. Oh, fuck. Dude, I'm definitely going to hell. But this is the shit I think of, and this is why I'm not boring. I'm not boring. You say I don't want to go hang gliding? I'm not boring. I don't need to feel that shit. I don't need to go out there. I got shit to think about, like what, like likes and dislikes and what's going on in my life and who I am. Part of me, I don't want to put on boots and a fucking frilly jacket. Part of me, I don't want to listen to the new Beyonce album. You know? No knock on her. Got shit to figure out. Got likes and dislikes to figure out. That's what it is. Dude, here, what do you guys think? I posted a thing on Instagram about, I reposted this girl who said some stuff about consciousness. Everybody's got a voice now, and that's how it is. And, she posted a video, somebody sent it to me, and I reposted it, and I wrote, hey, finally somebody said all this. Preach on, sister, but one more thing. What the fuck are you talking about? And, I don't know, somebody said I shouldn't repost it. But she posted it, so I just reposted it. I didn't fucking mash her up. I just said, what are you talking about? I don't think it's a bad thing. You want to hear what she said? Here's what she said.
Imagine if just for a day, no.
All right.
If just for 5 minutes You
Okay.
allowed yourself to drop everything that was ever given to you, including your name, your religion,
Drop your name. Okay, so I'm not
your
religious.
sex,
Okay, so I'm neither male or
your
female.
identity. If you drop your identity, if you
So
drop
I'm not
Brooke,
Batman.
Brooke's gone.
Okay, sure.
What's left?
Shit. Piss. Air.
Consciousness.
Towels. Oh, consciousness.
Consciousness is left.
Okay, so consciousness.
It's what makes up everything. That space between your breath, the space between your heartbeats.
Okay.
The thing that's observing me thinking, the thing that's
Me?
observing you watching this video right now,
I'm
is the
observing
same
you.
thing in me as it is in you,
Okay.
as it is in the trees,
Wait a minute.
as it is in life.
Trees?
Separateness is
Okay.
illusory.
Wait a minute.
Imagine if just for a day, if just for 5 minutes.
Oh, it
you
looped.
allowed
See, I
yourself
couldn't
to
tell
fall
because it was all the same thing. So she posted that, and I got it. I read it. I heard it, and I sat down because I don't. Now, people comment under my thing, and they're like, "It's true, though." Not the point at all. The point is, I think the main point is, why the fuck are you saying this right now to people, to the people? Why are you posting this? But I didn't understand it, and so I just put it. What the fuck?
Imagine if just for a day.
Okay, so imagine for a day. Okay, I got a day in my head right now.
If just for 5 minutes.
Oh, shit,
you
okay,
allowed
wait.
yourself to drop
Just got way
everything
shorter.
that was ever given to you,
5
including
minutes. My pants.
Your name,
Oh, okay, my name.
your religion,
All right, so Chris, not Chris,
your
not.
sex,
Okay, so I'm not a guy.
your identity. If
Okay.
you drop your identity, if you drop Brooke.
I'm not Brooke
Brooke's gone.
though. Okay, that's you. You're
What's
talking.
left?
A shirt and socks and hair. How far down are we getting here?
Consciousness.
Oh,
Consciousness is left.
let me ask a question. You on drugs?
It's what makes up everything.
I think you
The
on.
space between your breath, the space between your heartbeats.
The space between your breath is
The
a
thing
breath,
that's
another breath.
observing me thinking, the thing that's observing
Me.
you watching this video right now, is the same
My
thing
producer.
in me as it is in you, as it is in the trees.
Don't say nope. See, the trees thing is where you.
in life.
Yeah.
Separateness.
What?
Is illusory.
You're just saying words.
Imagine if just for a day. No.
Oh, is she like? Is that? I'm genuinely curious. Not trying to, roast. Is it help? Is she helping? You put some on the internet. It's on the internet. You know what I mean? Had to be high. Do you guys think that lady was high? Had to be, right? Imagine for just 1 sec. Imagine for a day. Imagine for 5 minutes. Figure it out before you start shooting, Well, let's get the timeline straight before you start shooting. She starts rolling too early. That's my problem. Imagine just for a day. No, you know what? Imagine for 5 minutes. Start after. Imagine for a year. No, you know what? Imagine for 4 days. Imagine for 4 days. Let's do it for 4 days. That just for 1 second. Imagine for a day for a second. That you drop everything you are. You drop your name. You just leave it behind. You drop your pants. You drop your socks. You got your dick out. You got no underwear. You drop it. And what are you? You lose. You are. You know what you are? You're human. Your consciousness. That's what's left. Your consciousness. The same thing that's in between your breath. The same thing that's in between the trees. The same thing that's in between your balls. What's in between your tits. In between your two ass cheeks. Your asshole. Consciousness. That's what you have. I'm going to post a video like that. But these people, I'm going to just go to these. I'm going to go to put a bunch of hashtags on there. Here's a hashtag. Conscious being. Here's something. Here's something on. See, I went to the hashtag conscious being, And I'm just going to look at some of this stuff on conscious being. Like there's all of a sudden, guess what came up when I hit that hashtag? 9 million quotes. Okay? People love quotes because if you put a quote out on the internet, you feel like you did something even though you did absolutely nothing more important than taking a shit. And as a matter of fact, you did something less important than taking a shit. If you put a quote on Instagram, you did something less important than releasing bowels. Because you got to do that to make room for more food so you can live longer. But if you put quotes on an Instagram, you did something less important than flying shit out of your ass. So congratulations. Here are a bunch of quotes. This is what I didn't even read this quote yet, but my prediction is this is not something, these quotes, every quote I'm going to read right now is some shit that everybody already knows, and you either fucking do it or you don't. Like nobody's fucking, like whoever said this millions of years, thousands of years ago was the first guy that said it. After that, nobody needed to say that shit anymore because we all knew. It's just such basic shit. Here we go. Our outer lives are a projection of our inner beliefs and attitudes. Who the fuck doesn't know that? Who doesn't know that? Okay, so let me put it in the layman's terms, even though it's already in there. Whatever we do is because of whatever we think we should do. Cool. There you go. That's my quote. Here's another one. When we simply shift from please to thank you, everything changes. No shit. You know why? Because please is a different word than thank you. You change the words, things change. Hey, here's my quote for that. If you change words, things change. Here's another one. This is all under conscious being, by the way. Darkness has no power. It is merely the absence of light. Bye. Turn round. Dude, if you fucking read darkness has no power, it is merely the absence of light, and you think, wow, turn round. Here's another one. Our consciousness there we go, consciousness. This is a big thing. Our consciousness can only expand when we question what we believe to be true. So let's say, me questioning what I believe to be true. I believe quotes like this are fucking stupid. So let's think, okay? For a second, this quote isn't stupid. So that's what I'm questioning. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe these quotes are important. Okay, so I did that. Now my consciousness is expanding now, I guess, because I just did that. So I don't know. Maybe in a few days. Here's the one that pisses me right off. Whatever the question, the answer is always love. Hey, can I have some orange juice? Love. Oh, you're crazy? Can I have a fucking... Hey, dude, do you mind giving me a ride to the airport? Love. Lunatic, dude. If somebody responded to a question of mine with love, imagine just for a sec. Imagine for a day. Imagine for 1 second. Somebody responded to a question with love. In between my heartbeats. In between the 2 testicles I have in my sack. In between the trees. In between 2 pieces of shit. If somebody takes a shit and another person takes a shit next to it, in between there, what do we have? That consciousness. The answer is always love. You're not saying anything. Hey. When somebody says stuff like that, this is my new response. Oh, that's interesting. Farted in your face with my face. It's immature. The internet fucked everything up. I mean, it's great. I think on the whole, it's a good thing, but everyone has a voice, and that's good, but don't use it that much. You're diluting everything. You use your voice too much. Nobody gives a fuck. Stop doing hashtags and then just doing Nothing. I got mad at myself. I did a hashtag like a few months ago, an important one. And then I realized I haven't done shit since I did that hashtag to make it better. I'm a piece of shit for that. What's that? So what, did I just put it out in the fucking universe? And then someone else saw the hashtag and thought, yeah, he's right. And then what? And then what? Nothing fucking, I didn't change anything. That's bad of me. It's a waste of time. If there's a fucking movement going on and somebody's like, if somebody, say all of a sudden we find out that cantaloupes fucking make cancer happen. And they'd like say, oh, there's cancer because of cantaloupes. That's why. And then everyone's like, we got to get rid of cantaloupes. And then other people are like, but cantaloupes are so good. They taste so good. Fuck that. And then I'm like on Twitter and I'm like, remove all cantaloupes. And that's the hashtag I do. And then I just do what I do. I go on tour, I come back, I hang out, I have coffee with my friends, I have a few meetings and this and that, and I do nothing to get rid of cantaloupes. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a dick. I'm a fucking time waster. I'm what they call virtue signaling, right? It doesn't fucking matter. All I did was make a tweet that fucking however many followers I have saw, and maybe some people tweeted it, some that are against cantaloupes, and they didn't do shit either. I didn't do anything about it. I'm a piece of shit. Hi, if I do that, I'm a piece of shit. And I've done that before, and I'm not doing it again. Do something. You use your voice so much and don't do anything about it. Your voice doesn't matter, dude. Your voice doesn't matter. So you can go on Instagram, talk about consciousness, talk about fucking space between your heartbeats, but it doesn't matter. This is what you're doing. Daddly-wah, wah, wah, wah. That's what you're saying, because it doesn't matter. What you're doing is basically breathing. I didn't mean for this to turn into a TED Talk, but it is. That's it. Square Cash. You understand me? Square Cash is the best way to pay people for stuff, period. I've said it before. I'm saying it again. You can do restaurant. You can pay for restaurant. You know, you go to coffee with your friends. You say, oh, shit. I owe you $5. Let me just zoom it to you right now with Square Cash. Ding. Split the tab. Whatever. Like I said, you ask somebody. Now, I don't suggest you do this, but you ask somebody, maybe some like really fucking fierce mafia style guy, hey, I need you to spit in someone's face. And then the guy says, that's going to be $25. I'd be like, I'll just Square Cash it to you. Then he spits it in their face. He does it. And then you just go, ding, Square Cash the guy $25 for the mafia move. You know what I'm saying? And you can download the Square Cash app for iOS or Android now. Square Cash is better than all the other ones. It's just quick, and it's on the Apple App Store, and it's on Google Play App Store. So if you don't have it, you're kind of a fucking asshole. What are you going to do? Reach in your wallet and look for, how much was it? $45? Let me see if I have it. Do you have change for it? Nah, you don't need change. You just take it from phone to phone, and that's it. And it's so easy. I have it. I use it. So do it. By the way, I block everyone that says that they hate that I do ads on my show, because you work, hey, go to work for free. Hey, go to work for free. Hey, go do what you do. Don't get paid. Go do that. Then you can complain about listening to my podcast and wish that there weren't ads. You gotta, this is America, dude. This is how every fucking country works, pretty much. Even in a tribe, it's how it works. You gotta get something, you gotta give something to get something. You give them time. I'm giving you ad space. Have you heard about the Lil Uzi Vert. First of all, why is every rapper Lil? What is that? I don't know. It's been like that for a while, too. But it seems like it's more and more. Uzi Vert. I don't know what that is. Lil. If I was a rapper, and I'm the furthest thing from a rapper, but if I was a rapper, the last thing I'd want is to have a name like someone else's name, right? They're all like, fuck that, I'm this shit. But yo, we got the same name, no. But yo, it's me that's the shit, not you. Every rap song is like, I'm the best, you ain't shit, but we got the same name, no. Lil Uzi Vert has a new Marilyn Manson chain, reportedly worth $220,000. This is from alternativepress.com. It may seem unexpected, but rapper Lil Uzi Vert loves Marilyn Manson so much that he got a 55-carat black and white diamond Marilyn Manson pendant. Oh my God. I don't... I mean, dude, that's not cool. I mean, look, Marilyn Manson is kind of the shit. Like, his music was fucking popping. But, like, what the fuck? You gotta look at this shit. $220,000. I don't know. How much does this guy have, Lil Uzi Vert? I don't understand. Do you know? Lil Uzi Vert network? I mean, this is always wrong. $3 million. Estimated net worth of $3 million. And he paid $220,000 for a Marilyn Manson chain that you can't resell. Who the fuck's he going to sell that to? Marilyn Manson? That's fucking... It's like 1/12 of his fucking net worth, which means he doesn't have that, which means that's including like his house, I guess. You're going to go bankrupt. Hey, man, did you learn anything from other rappers in history? Lil Uzi Vert? Oh, my God. Well, I mean, maybe he didn't pay that much for it, but Lil Uzi Vert going to be a little bankrupt in a little bit, huh? Hey, that guy's going to have to change his name to Lil Bankrupt. Lil Uzi Vert going to have to change his name to a little bit of money in his bank account. You know? Hey, Lil Uzi Vert, you only got a little bit of money in your bank account, but you got a big chain that can't sell. Because it's of Marilyn Manson's face. Imagine what that conversation was like. Hey, jeweler, what up? I want a chain. And the jeweler's like, all right, what do you want? Yo, it's going to be custom, first of all. Second of all, I don't know what I want, but I know I'm a fucking hella big Marilyn Manson fan. And then the jeweler was like, oh, well, do you want to maybe like do something where is like an ode to him, or it's like one of his, maybe like a pendant that says sweet dreams or some shit, or the beautiful people? And then Lil Uzi Vert went like this. Fuck now, dog. I want Marilyn Manson's face on my chest, player. Because ain't nothing realer than having another man's face under my face. Yo, that's weird. That's like some bitch shit. To get somebody's face around your neck. You're like, that's like saying, hey, this person, that blows my mind. That's like that joke I had where you're fucking on the incorrigible about how if you got a sports team name on your back, that guy gets to fuck you. I mean, dude, I'm Chris D'Elia. I can't imagine having another dude's face anywhere. Maybe a T-shirt, you know, but something I paid $220,000 for? That guy's got like, probably got to go to therapy, Lil Uzi Vert, you know what I mean? You probably got to go to therapy if you paid that much to put somebody's face on your chest. I don't know what for, but there's probably something going on there. I'm going to check these hashtags right now. See how many of you guys are trying to game the system. I got one here, Mark Garu at Mark Shenko. That's fine. Trying to game the system. What advice do you have for single guys in 2017? I think it's weird when single guys want advice. Like, you figured it out. You're single. You don't have to answer to anybody. You can just do whatever you want and not explain yourself? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. You figured it out. Do you want to get in a relationship? That's the problem, I think. If you want to get into a relationship, you got to check yourself, dude. You get into a relationship when you fall in love. But that's why the saddest fucking people are the people who are like, oh man, I wish I had a girlfriend, I wish I had a boyfriend. You're sad. Be happy. You're chilling. You're doing what you're doing. What's advice? What's my advice? You're doing it. You're the one who gives advice, bro. You know? Oh, here's a good one. At Gab Siriani. And her thing is just a heart, which is kind of cool, I guess. What's your most favorite song of all time? I think my most favorite song of all time is Never Had a Friend Like Me by Tupac, and it's off the Gridlock soundtrack. I just think it's awesome. It's simple, and it's fucking good and succinct, and he's just the shit, and it sounds awesome. I also like Me and My Girlfriend by Tupac, which is where he's talking about the gun/girl. I love that song. KK Foster 9, is Butter still limping? No, because things heal. So, yeah, let's look at some other ones here. Here's a good one from Mattress Kenny, which is at Kendall Blake. Hey, what, you Kenny or you Kendall Blake, dude? Mattress Kenny, change it. At _ Kendall Blake. Mattress Kenny, change it. This fucking guy. At Chris Lee, does it ever get annoying being spotted in public? Yeah, of course it does. I always fucking think of when I was in high school, there was this 50 Cent lyric when he says, if you see me, tell me you love me, don't stare at me, man. And I always thought, wouldn't he rather them not come up to him and bother him than fucking if they're just staring at him, then it's not a thing, it's not a intrusive. But it's way more annoying when somebody fucking stares at you from across the way at like Pete's Coffee and they're like looking at their phone and checking if it's you than it is if you just come up and say, hey, big fan. And now I get it. Now that I'm equally as famous as 50 Cent, I get it. It was a joke. I would say 80% of the time somebody comes up to me and gives me a compliment, it's backhanded. And I mean 80%. And it's unbelievable. People want to prove how much they're a fan of yours, so they'll say shit like, my friend said you weren't funny, but I fucking told him, I set him straight. And you're like, yo, get better at telling compliments, man. This fucking guy came up to me the other night and he goes like this, hey, Crystalia, man, you're pretty funny. Hey, man, don't fucking be so blasé about it. Either tell me and mean it or don't. Hey, man, you're pretty funny. Oh, cool, man. That's like, hey, you want a salad? Sure. Yeah, whatever. Oh, you don't really like salads? Yeah, they're pretty good. Like, don't do it. And so he's like, cool. I was like, all right, man, thanks, bud, I guess, And he was like, yeah, man. He was like, oh, man. Then he said, oh, man, you're so annoyed, right? He's like, oh, man, sorry I'm annoying you. And I was like, you're not annoying me. It's all good. And he was like, oh, cool, man. Yeah, I watched you, seen you do a bunch of shows. And I was like, that's cool, man. And he was like, okay, man. Well, it's fucking really awkward, huh? And I'm like, and I said, yeah, well, if you're making it awkward, yeah. I mean, I don't feel awkward. And he was like, oh, man. Oh, well, dude, I just want to tell you you're funny. I'm a big fan. I said, yeah, dude, thanks, bro. And he was like, okay. And he said, well, I don't know why it's weird. And I was like, well, you keep saying the same thing over and over again, and it's all good, but thank you. I appreciate it. I literally couldn't figure out what the fuck to say to the guy. And then his friend came up to him, and he was like, yo, man, let's just get out of here, man. Like, leave him alone. And I was like, it's all good. Whatever. And he was like, you want me to leave you alone? And I'm like, I said to him, I don't know, you can say other things if you want, or you can just leave. Like, it's not a huge deal. And then, of course, I look like a dick because I'm like, come on, guy. But, like, you understand what you're fucking doing, dude? And also he was drunk. And then at the end he was like, but dude, I'm just trying to tell you, man, that, like, even when other people say you aren't funny, I tell them, I say, like, you're funny. And I said to his friend, I said, hey, man, you got to get this guy better at giving fucking compliments. And then he fucking walked away with all bitch smile. He was like, and then that guy's going to go tweet about how I was an asshole. The guy made it completely fucking weird. And here's the other thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't care at all. Make it weird. But I'm going to fucking say, yo, you're being a weirdo. When you see me, tell me you love me. Don't stare at me, man. I mean, just fucking come up, be like, hey, great job. Good job. I'm a big fan. If it's anything more than that, you don't have to come up. Hey, I don't even know who you are, but can I get a pic? No. Bye. What the fuck you want to take a picture with some guy you don't know? It's weird. It's weird. Sometimes I say that to people. Can I take a pic with you? I say, who am I? And if they say, I say, no. Find out who I am. I'll take a pic with you. And I'm the dick, right? Hey, can I monopolize your fucking time for about 25 seconds? So my Instagram is popping. Yeah, man. This person's asking me, this is a good question because we were talking about Coachella. At Tall Heather. Cool. You better be tall. If you're not tall, change it. How much money would it have to be if you were asked to do stand-up at Coachella? Dude, if you were asked to do stand-up at Coachella, it would literally be, I don't care who it is doing it, you would fucking eat shit. You would bomb so hard. I would never do stand-up at Coachella. You'd have to give me... You'd have to give me... God, that's a good question. You'd have to give me $1 million fucking dollars, dude. I wouldn't do it for less than that because I think, honestly, you'd be taking a fucking huge hit in your career. Nobody would laugh. It would look awful online. Everyone would be snapping it and putting it on fucking Twitter. I think you'd have to give me more than $1 million to do it, to be totally honest. I'm telling you right now, if Coachella was like, we're going to give you $800,000 to do this, I would actually say no. And then when people be like, but I want to see you, I'd be like, Saz, bro. I'd be like, Sazier. I'd literally say, Sazier. Yeah, man. I mean, that's just career suicide. Oh, somebody just tweeted me this fucking picture that I think BuzzFeed put out when this guy asked this girl to prom. This is fucking hilarious. I'll tweet the picture. But I laughed really hard at this. this sign, and he's got this guy, his arm around his girl, and he's holding the sign where he asked her to go to prom with her. And the sign reads, this is what it reads. You'll run the I'll be 1-2, I'd love to take a shot at prom, number 1-2 with you. You'll run the I'll be 1. You'll run the I'd love to take a shot. I get that. I'll be at prom with you. You'll run the 1-2. I'll be at prom with you. You'll run the 1-2. I'd love to take a shot at prom with you. But what about I'll be? I got to tweet this fucking thing. How fucking stupid do you have to be to make this sign? I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. He's in high school. Dude, you'll run the I'll be 1. It could be I'll be 1. I'd love to take a shot at prom. I don't have a fucking clue what this means. And I got to tweet it. And she said, yes? This fucking girl looked at this sign and says, yes. She didn't even know what the fuck she's agreeing to. Cool, you just agreed I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Wait, what? That's what the sign says. You didn't read it? I tried. I got to tweet this fucking thing. All right, that's it. I got to go to Toronto, dude. Really appreciate all you guys listening. Remember, I have some stuff coming up. I've got my special Man on Fire coming up late June on Netflix. You can support the podcast by going to store.crystalia.com. There's some stuff there, high quality, made in Los Angeles, my babies. I got some fucking Crystalia merch on there. It's very, very cool. You wear it and people look at you and they go like this, wow, that's amazing. Tweet me at #CongratulationsPod. And please, honestly, rate and review the show. Sometimes I don't even want to do this fucking show. If you rate and review it and we're up in the rankings and Daddy's fucking backing up more Brinks trucks, then Daddy's going to fucking do a lot of shit here. And he's going to do a lot more shows, maybe even do more shows. Might even do more than one a week. So rate and review it, please. Tell your friends about it. We get those numbers up. Daddy's happy. The babies are happy. You understand? Square Cash. Don't forget to download the free Square Cash app for iOS or Android now. Thanks for listening, my babies, and have a good week.
Congratulations, motherfucking